spending what's supposed to be your golden years in a fog or like a ship lost at sea. But we also hear about the people who are thriving during this phase of life.
We all hear of the nightmares people face in retirement: loneliness, depression, fear, and lack of purpose.
And these four things, they can lead to illness, serious illness. And also, spending what's supposed to be your golden years in a fog or like a ship lost at sea. But we also hear about the people who are thriving during this phase of life, and that's what we want to talk about with you today.
You know, based on our work with our clients and our own research and some of our experience, we're going to give you 4 things that successful retirees do. Just like any time in your life, you have to plan, you have to apply yourself, and you have to work at it. I feel like I'm talking to my kids. Your results will be much better with that effort.
Now, we want you to listen as we share these top 4 critical success factors that we see the happiest retirees doing. My name is Mark Rollins.
And I'm Jody Rollins, and we started Retirement Transformed in 2017. Not only for us, but for all of you and the 10,000 people a day turning 65.
Now, we don't focus on the financial aspects of retirement, but rather the lifestyle, the health, relationships, and more.
If you are new here, please hit the subscribe button so you get notified when all our new videos come out.
Now, the first thing that successful retirees do is they plan.
That's blasphemy.
It's plan.
People hate to plan.
Sure they do, but they plan their entire life. What makes you think you can get to retirement, this new whole phase of life, and not plan?
What do they plan?
A lot. But listen, you make it sound easy, plan, but this is where it all starts. Successful retirees plan everything. They plan their fun, they plan their vacations, they plan time with their kids and their grandkids, they plan time with their partner.
Well, we certainly plan to exercise. We plan our volunteering outings. I plan the grocery shopping.
You do?
I can't say we plan.
I add to the list.
Yeah. Some of our clients even plan sex.
What? You can't say sex on this thing.
Sex. They actually plan sex. The thing is, without planning, only certain things happen, and they happen by chance.
Yes, we don't want that for you. So, it's even more important for married couples or those in a relationship. If you're not on the same page with both the short term, things like what are we going to do today, or long term ideas like when are we taking that trip to the Swiss Alps,
Ooh,
I want to go too. If you're not on the same page with short term and long term, you can find yourself running from day to day with no real results.
And then you end up on that endless hamster wheel of life. I'm sure you planned on doing a lot in your career, and it paid off. It paid dividends to you, I'm sure. We want the same for you in retirement. So the first thing you have to do is get a plan.
And the second thing that we see the most successful retirees doing is making a smooth transition from their career into this phase.
Very difficult to do, though.
Yeah, and it might sound like, what's the big deal? This can be the main pivotal point in determining whether you have a successful or an unsuccessful retirement.
And we certainly, in this number 2, we really ask you to think about the 3 critical stages of transition. The letting go of your old identity. You don't want to spend 30 years highlighting all that you had accomplished and not thinking about what you're doing now. So you got to let go of that old identity.
It's not an easy thing to do because you really can't do it until you have a new one. But until you have a new one and you're trying to let go of the old one, the second phase, you're stuck in the middle called the neutral zone. And this is also the messy middle. And in here you've got, you've left your career, you're not sure what you're going to do. You've got remorse, regret, anxiety, certainly stress, because you really don't know what you're going to do next.
And the third step is to create your new identity. This is where it gets fun. Spend time to create your new brand, your mission, your purpose, your people, your community, and your role in life. So, this second key success factor is really a big one as you really try to smooth out that transition from your old identity to your new one.
Yeah, and I think that we've done some previous YouTubes on this specific topic
On transition.
and something around it. So we'll
Right.
leave those in the notes below. And do us a favor. If you guys are enjoying this and you're getting value, please hit the subscribe button. We also want you to like it and share it or leave comments. It's really important that the more you do that, the more this video will get out to help people that you know as well.
Absolutely. And the third thing that successful retirees have is healthy relationships. As a matter of fact, they are thriving in this area of relationship.
I think this is really important because we have worked a lot at this ourselves, and it's so critical. Our clients, we have clients who are leaving their careers and they say they have no relationships and they're introverts and they're struggling. It takes a lot of work, but the thing that the successful people have done is they've started to create a community of like-minded friends who are looking to live this phase of the life the same way.
And really, relationships will be a big part of that plan, which was number one, right?
Yeah.
It's one of the key success factors in planning your retirement.
So let's talk a little bit about some of the things that these people do around relationships. The first thing they do is, excluding family, they've really worked at eliminating most toxic relationships that exist. These are the people you hang out with that just are energy suckers. They make you feel down. They don't make you feel good about yourself. So these relationships, no matter how long they've been, if you can find a way to eliminate them, it gives you more time for better relationships.
Right. And this is really taking an assessment of all of your relationships. Because the second thing that some of these successful retirees have told us they've done is they've grouped a whole group of friends and acquaintances into what they call maintenance friends.
Right.
You know, people that they see occasionally and they're good. They don't give them juice, but they don't take away juice. It's just a regular occurrence that is status quo.
So once you do those two things, that leaves room for you to build your new core community. And it's made up of what we call growth friends, isn't it?
It is. And these are people you want to learn with. You want to invest time with. You want to read books together, maybe even travel or pick up a new hobby, play golf or
pickleball.
The ever so popular pickleball, which we have yet to do.
We're down in Florida and it's on our list.
Yeah.
But, you know, one of the things we do is we cook together. We haven't cooked with friends yet.
No, but we have.
We share recipes.
We do share recipes.
And also people that you want to have long, deep, meaningful conversations with. And they don't have to be retired either. They can be different age groups. But people that give you energy every time you're with them.
So let's just recap thus far, right? So number one, start thinking about planning. Number two, think about how to better smooth your transition from your career into your retirement.
And if you're stuck, put a question below. We'll help you. We answer every single question. So if you're in transition and you're stuck, tell us what's going on and we'll reply to you.
And the third thing that we've just touched on are healthy relationships. Now, I know you said leave a comment below, but also go to our website because we've got a lot of tools and activities and things that you can do there.
All right. The fourth thing that people do to have successful retirements is they manage their emotional needs. And this falls under the pillar of mental wellness. Now, during your career, your emotional needs were handled at work. You know, you had purpose, you had engagement with your teammates and clients, you solved problems all day. That always makes you feel good.
Right.
You had a built-in social connection, again, with all your teammates.
Yeah, you know, that's a place where you had structure and maybe creativity and maybe you did some travel and certainly you had a paycheck, which gave you independence. And all of these emotional needs, they can be met in retirement as well.
So these emotional needs that were automatically part of your day-to-day job, they will go away once you leave your career. So you need to start thinking about what are your emotional needs? make a list of your emotional needs. We just went through some that a lot of people have, and begin to think of ways to bring them back into your life.
Absolutely.
For instance, you could volunteer. Volunteering, you have community. It's giving you a purpose. Depending upon your role with a volunteer organization, you could solve problems.
Or do something like we've done, start a business, or become a consultant. That gives you some structure and maybe a paycheck and maybe some travel, some community, some relationships, some purpose, and all of that can be done on your time.
The important thing to realize is that you have these needs and you need to find a way to meet them. It's up to you to decide what kind of retirement that you want. So really think hard about this.
These 4 critical success factors can help you on your journey. If you have any questions for us, please leave them in the comments below, and we'll definitely answer all of them.
Now, again, if you enjoyed this, share it with your friends. Please subscribe by hitting the subscribe button. And finally, join our free Facebook community. The link is in the notes below.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you again soon.